alaikum and welcome to Titli's Busy Kitchen with me, Titli Hard. It's January and Seville oranges are in season, which means it's time for me to make my uber famous Seville orange marmalade. In fact, my marmalade is so famous round here that they actually call me Lady Marmalade. Voulez-vous coquer avec moi ce soir? Voulez-vous coquer avec moi? So for this marmalade I've got 1.3 kilos of Seville oranges and 2 lemons. First thing I need to do is to cut all of the fruit in half and squeeze out the juice. Now I'm not going to throw away this bit of orange and the pips. No siree Bob, I'm going to pop it into a muslin bag. And then with the squeezed orange, use a teaspoon and scrape out all the membrane. And scrape off as much of the white pith as you can. So I've got a nice clean piece of peel, I've got a load of pith and membrane, and I'll put the pith and membrane in my muslin bag. And then finally, cut the orange peel into thin strips. Obviously, if you prefer shredless marmalade, you don't need to do this last step. Right, just another 11 oranges to do. Having dealt with the oranges, I just need to get the juice out of these lemons, that's all. So what I'm left with is a bag of pips, pith and membrane, some shredded orange peel and the juice. In this pan I've got 2.8 litres of water. I'm going to add in the orange and lemon juices, the peel and my bag of stuff and bring it all to the boil. When it comes to the boil, turn the heat down and let it simmer gently for 2 hours. After a couple of hours, the liquid level should have about halved, so we'll turn off the heat and leave this to cool enough that you can put your fingers in it. When it's sufficiently cool, get your hands in and remove the muslin bag and give it a really good squeeze. Get this gooey liquid out of it. It's really slimy, but there's a lot of pectin in here, so it's good to squeeze it all out. Once all the gooey liquid's been squeezed out of the bag, we can add in 1.3 kilograms of sugar. Bring it to the boil. Once it comes to the boil, turn the heat down slightly and insert a sugar thermometer or candy thermometer. If you haven't got one of these, I'll show you what to do later. And then keep stirring until the temperature reaches 105 degrees centigrade. The thermometer's reading 105, so it should have reached setting point. I'll just turn off the heat. And to check, I'll put a teaspoon of marmalade on a cold plate and wait for 1 minute. If after a minute it doesn't flow, you know it's going to set. Now I'll just leave this for 10 minutes to cool. Now if there's any scum on the top, just scoop it off. And now we can put it into jars. Spoon the marmalade into hot sterile jars. Wipe around the thread with a damp cloth to remove any marmalade. Then pop on a hot sterile lid. Turn it tightly, now leave to cool. It's awesomely tangy and perfect for your breakfast toast. Gitchy gitchy goo goo da da. Seville oranges definitely make the best marmalade and they're not in season for very long. So if you want to make some delicious Seville orange marmalade, my advice is simple. Go sister, yo sister, flow sister, soul sister, yo sister.